Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to another Spyro Reignited Trilogy reveal video. So today we've had 3 new concept arts revealed, which I am so excited for. I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm glad. I'm not as much interested in this first one, I'm more interested in the second and third one, but I'm going to cover this one first because it's kind of the biggest. So as you can see here, we've got Stonehill. I can recognise this Stonehill as obviously we saw it Friday. I think it was like 2-3 days ago. We saw it Friday, and these are quite memorable. This building in general is very memorable to me. I know there was gems kind of around the edge. I think it was around that edge. I'm not sure, but it's much more developed. It looks a lot taller than it did. I remember it was quite flat. It's got this bulging bit on top. The kind of architecture is different. So this is definitely Stonehill. At least I believe it's Stonehill. It looks fairly similar to how it does in the actual Reignited Trilogy, which goes to show that the concept arts are accurate to what they are producing. You've got even stuff in the background here. You've got this little tunnel bit here. Although I believe there's supposed to be the well here. I might be wrong in thinking that, but I believe there's a well in kind of the middle in front. I apologise, I'm still ill again. I'm still ill. I haven't really been able to get better, but with this new release, I thought, you know, we need to cover this. So yeah, I thought there was a well here. It might be a little bit of a different place that the well was at, but I believe there was a well that had a chest and a dragon. So, and I thought it might be there, but it might not be. I might be wrong in thinking that. Or they might have removed it altogether and just changed it up a little bit, which I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I would quite like to see some new stuff, some little changes. Yeah, so this just looks really nice. I just kind of want to cover it kind of briefly because we saw it on Friday anyways, like in the actual game, so it's less interesting, but it's still interesting to see kind of what they did to kind of build that, and this just looks really pretty in general. The next concept art we have, the next concept art is the bull, or the, no, it's a ram, it's not a bull, it's not a bull at all. I don't know why I mixed them up. But it's a ram, and I just like the detail on it. Like, you can definitely see it's kind of like a wild as well. It's not groomed, although I don't know anyone that grooms their rams. It'd be quite a weird thing to groom your ram. These horns, very similar to in the original, very similar horns to the original. The face, obviously a lot more detail there. I think we're going to see quite a bit of that detail because we have got a lot better graphics than back in the day when the first Spyro game was released. Just looking in general, you can see all these hairs, the detail on the concept art. Like, someone has really gone in on the details here and made sure it looks good. This looks so grumpy. It looks so kind of angry at you. Grumpy, obviously, it's an enemy, so it's really good that they look like that, so you definitely know it's an enemy and not an NPC that you can just go and talk to. And yeah, these horns, look at all the detail there, like this little divot, like the little kind of ridges you've got on the horn. I don't know what they're actually called in real life, but you've got generally it looks fairly similar, but it just looks so much more advanced. The feet look cool as well, so you've got the little toes here. I would love to see as much detail in the game, and I'm hoping we do see as much detail. Obviously, we didn't see it in that clip, whether it just hadn't been put in yet, or whether they have moved things around or whatnot, so I know there definitely was a ram in front of that shepherd. It's a shepherd, not a wizard. I messed it up in the last one, but in front of that shepherd, I know there was definitely a ram in the original, so it could well be there, it could well not be there. I wouldn't mind if they moved some stuff around because that would make it more interesting for me personally. But yeah, this looks really cool. I just really like the idea of it. I really want to see what this bull actually looks in the game now. I am so excited to see what it looks like. And I just realised you're not actually seeing my cursor. I don't think you're actually seeing my cursor, so my pointing isn't going to be the best, but we've still got that. So the third one is the one I'm most excited for. I know we have just got a black background with this, but I am so excited and glad to see this one. It's the egg feed, and just look at this art. It looks absolutely fantastic. Like, you can see obviously all the, it's just like the original. It's just like the original, but we've got facial details. The egg here is obviously very smooth. It very much looks like a Pokemon Go egg. If you play Pokemon Go, it very much looks that kind of detail, which I quite like because I love Pokemon. So yeah, we've got that. You've got kind of like clawy fingers rather than like actual hands. They kind of like not divot off, but they kind of come off into like claws at the end, sort of thing. You can see there's just a mischievous smile on their face, like, come and get me. You know you can't come and get me because you're going to run away. Like, that is what you're seeing on this face, the big, gigantic smile. I want to see this smile in the game. I want to see it taunting me. I want to hear the na-na-na-na-na, and I want to see it smiling at me, knowing that it can run away, and knowing that it can last ages. There are some of them, especially the one in Midday Gardens in the third game, that one really got to me, because the amount of times it would just go, wee-hoo, and just turn around. I know that was a really bad impression. It might have been a really good impression. I don't know. But just the way they kind of turn around every now and again, I really get frustrated. But I would really love to see the smile. I love the look of the eyes. They just look kind of like devious, like ha ha ha, I've just done something naughty, I'm gonna get in trouble sort of thing. But they are already in trouble because you know Spyro's chasing them down. The rags look really cool. Like you can see the detail just in the top rag around the head. You can see all the detail in there. It just looks kind of like they look old rags. They look like old rags. They look very similar to the original. This looks very similar to the original, just a lot more detailed, and I really do like it. Don't quite understand how they can run with the rags kind of all around their feet here. I don't really understand that. But I think this looks really good. This is my favourite of the concept art so far. I love the egg thieves. I love their voice. I hope that they do remain with the annoying little giggles and whatnot and the taunting. I really want to be taunted. I love that about the egg thieves. That is my favourite part of the egg thieves. Egg is very small there. The egg is very small there, but I know in the original the eggs were very small. I'm hoping that there's going to be some kind of consensus across the first and the third game. Maybe if they introduce a couple in the second game as well, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I'd be quite happy to see that, to be honest. But if we see the first and the third game, we see some introduced. And I hope that they look the same. I hope that there's not any differences. I know there's not differences in the first and third one. In their general appearance, it's just the eggs. Obviously, in the first one, the dragon eggs are very small, and they're not actually holding them when running. But in the third one, they are. I would love to see them holding it whilst they're running. Obviously, in the third one, the eggs were a lot bigger. At least it looks like a lot bigger. Obviously, they're holding them, and the egg was half the size of them. So if this is just kind of an idea that the eggs are going to be smaller, maybe it just helps them with kind of animating them a little bit easier. Or the eggs could be bigger in the third game and just be smaller in the first game. They could just continue that parallel with the original games. But I would like to see kind of a consensus across the games. But yes, that was it for today. I know it's been very brief, but that's all I kind of want to cover. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I will be covering every detail about the upcoming games, all the new concept arts, and I'll be giving my opinions and thoughts, even when I'm ill like this. So please do make sure you subscribe. Anyways, that is it. So I hope you've had a good one, and I will see you soon.